And we're back. I should save. Good to know that since I turned off national decks, though, the only Pokemon, or I'm saying Pokemon, the only monsters that will show up in the decks are the Kirby ones, and I won't have to worry about the actual Pokemon leaking through. I mean, so far I've only been seeing 2 Pokemon. I said it again. I'm only seeing 2 monsters per route. Maybe that's all I'm gonna get. I mean, I know there's nothing that says that's how it's gonna work. But patterns. I guess I do know a little bit about Pokemon Gen 1. I know that Brock and Misty are like the first 2 gyms, so that's Rock and Water. So, I guess Squishy will be good for Brock, since I'm fairly confident that the Squid would be a water type. I don't really have anything for Misty, though. Oh, right. I completely forgot to mention. So I've been wanting to do more, like, non-D&D stuff. Like, just go back to playing games like I have been for a while on my channel. But the problem is I wanted to move away from doing 2D thumbnails because I got really worn out when I did the Nuzlocke for Dragon Quest, and I changed it for every party lineup. Like, I was having just so much trouble, so then I was gonna be like, okay, well, I won't change it then. I'll keep it as one thumbnail, and that'll be that. But then I really couldn't think of anything, and I really just didn't want to keep opening Photoshop to make things. I wanted to kind of lean more into the 3D animation, since that's what I want the main draw-ins of my channel to be my 3D animation stuff. Speaking of which, unbelievably overwhelmed by the positive feedback I've been getting on that original Kirby animation. And that's kind of why I'm doing this one. Because as soon as that animation finished and I put it up, like, there was a day I just didn't do anything. I was just kind of vibing. I'm like, okay, I've worked so long on this animation, it's finally done. I'm just going to take the day off, going to relax. And then in the second day, I saw that Kirby animation became, like, the second most viewed video on my channel, and has like 10 times the likes of every other video on my channel combined. So I'm like, okay, I was gonna maybe take a few more days off before I do what I wanted to do next, which was if you look at my thumbnail, or not thumbnail, my profile pic, I changed it from before it was like Adventure Time Bakugo. This is the most effective paralysis ever. Oh my god. I changed it from that to what it is now, which is like the little dude with the hood. That is what it's going to be from now on. It is based on something, but I have a video plan that goes into more detail, which is like I'm making a 3D model of that guy, and I'm gonna use him for it's pretty much just like my me character, where it's meant to like represent me. I'm gonna be using him for like all my thumbnails. I'm gonna redo my PFP in 3D when I finish off the model for that. But like I was gonna wait. I was gonna wait a while before I actually made the model for him. But then I got like super hyped by all the positive feedback. I'm like, okay, I gotta fucking get this. And I'm like completely done with the model itself at this point. And I just finished up the UVs for the main body too. I mean, I guess I do have to still add a little bit of detailing for the model, but like I'm at the point where I just have to texture and rig it up, and then it'll be done. And the reason I'm pointing that out is because Kirby, that animation, if you read the description, it says that animation took a year and a half because of just a bunch of bullshit, getting all that thing, and just tons of problems kept coming up, and it just took way too long. As of me recording this, it has been 10 days since I put up the Kirby animation, and I'm already almost ready to do the next thing. I don't foresee my channel, or I guess my animations coming out that fast all the goddamn time, because I have been hammering in this fucking animation work. Like I am probably just gonna record this episode and go to bed. So I've recorded like 2.5 episodes total of this in a row. Normally I would record like 8 or 9, but I spent the whole day pretty much just working on that character. So I'm literally just right before I go to bed just doing this for fun. Come on, I want to get to level 10. Why was I not using Fury Cut or Pierce or whatever? Probably a lot better than Tackle. I'm dead from that, aren't I? Okay, no, cool. I do need to go heal again, though. So, I'm very happy that the feedback from seeing that animation worked out so well for me to just be able to just home in on that, or hone in, not home in, and just kind of let the autism take over. And just focus on that to get it done really fast. Because like with the Kirby animation, I cut a lot of corners in spots because like I said, it was something I predicted to only take about 2 weeks to like 2-3 weeks to do the full fucking thing. That was a very bad call. It should have taken a few months based on how much time I had. It clearly did not. It took way too fucking long. So the fact that this is something I thought I was gonna have to work on and maybe release in like 2-3 months, and 10 days later it's already almost done. Well, I guess not really already almost done, but like the character, the main thing I need to be done, like the main thing that's gonna cause like the slowdown, is almost done. Is just phenomenal for me to be able to just sit there and be like, wow, I've put in so much effort on this already. I'm very excited to show it off. Especially because, like I said, I cut corners with the Kirby one a lot. I have not cut corners with this. I didn't like how the boots looked, so I literally just redid the entire feat from the start. That is not something I would have even remotely thought about doing with Kirby, thanks to how long it was already taking. I was like, okay, if this looked weird, I'm just gonna fucking live with it. For example, the models would do this weird fucking thing where they would like deform around the hands. Like to where the hands would just like angle themselves upward. As if, not as if like they would point upward, but like as if something grabbed pixels at the end of it and then drag them up without dragging the rest of it. It looked really, really weird. I'm dead. Oh my god. Rocky, stop licking! Hey! Looked really weird. I'm not cutting corners, and like, there was this other weird thing where in the actual Kirby animation, you can very easily tell when it zooms in on Waddle Dee, or Bandana Dee, I guess, technically, that the bones are not very smooth. Like, you can see very obvious deformations. You can see that a little bit in other places, but the Waddle Dee one is just unbelievably noticeable. But something that's a little bit less noticeable is that for whatever reason, the models would not rotate properly. Like, if I rotated exclusively in the Y-axis, when I actually rotated it, it would move fine. But then when I played it back in the animation, for whatever reason, it would rotate in the X-axis too. But then I went to go correct it in the X-axis, and then all of a sudden the Z-axis would rotate. And it would just look weird and bad. And I'm like, okay, well then I guess this is just what it looks like, because I do not have the fucking effort in me to deal with this right now, so I'm just gonna let it be. If something like that happens with my main dude, I'm probably gonna try and figure out what's wrong with it. It might have something to do with the fact that the Kirby rigs were unbelievably cursed in general. They are not in any way, shape, or form normal rigs, and my guy's gonna have, like, he's humanoid. He's gonna have just the standard humanoid rig. So, hopefully, that will be enough to make it normal. I mean, I feel like I didn't really have any problems with King Dedede's model, other than just not putting in enough effort in spots to make it look as good as it could have. Like, originally he was supposed to have a silk gown, and I just kind of cut that out, because I'm like, you know what? People sleep in tank tops, it's enough. Oh my god, Rocky, please stop scratching your neck. I'm like, yeah, it's enough, I don't need to. I already did a claw simulation on his bed covers, I don't need to fucking flex and do a second one, and waste all my time trying to figure this nonsense out. But I can't remember what I was gonna say. Other than Rocky, stop scratching yourself. Hey! You need to stop. I will spray you. You need to stop scratching yourself. Why do you think you're always covered in rashes and itchies? Because you keep scratching yourself, and now you're scratching yourself to the point where you're cutting yourself. You need to stop. You can't just walk into a different room and scratch yourself more, Rocky. I'm not stupid. I'm gonna bother trying to fight it with fucking Venog. Fishy's probably gonna die again because Constrict is a garbage move. I think I'll let him get hit one more time and then just swap him out for the bird. That way he can still get some XP. I mean, I'm not stupid for thinking that Hot Wings evolves into Dynablade, right? It's got to. Because I know the evolutions don't really follow a normal Pokemon thing where it's like their actual next forms. I think it just picks what kind of looks like it would be next. Like, one I saw was those little worm dudes with the big eyes that have yellow and brown stripes, they turn into the spiny needle enemy that also have yellow and brown stripes. That give you the needle ability. So it's stuff like that. I'm probably over-leveling my team. I may just get one more of them. Oh wait, no, I don't. Is Squishy actually water type? Yes. Okay, I might want to get Squishy to level 10 before I attempt the gym. I might leave Venog at 8 and then get Squishy to 10 and then head off to the gym. Or I guess the next area. I don't actually know if there's a gym anywhere near where I am, and this thing is normal type. But I was playing a fun game recently, and that's fun in quotes. So I got a message, like I got 2 emails on the same day. One of them said that, hey, your W2 just shipped out, and the other one said, hey, your Murder Drones figurine just shipped out. One of them was being delivered from, like, my employer, obviously, the W2. I don't know specifically if it gets sent from, like, the actual building where I work, or if it gets sent from headquarters, or just some random unrelated place. But the point is, that shit is being sent from inside... Oh my god, Rocky. Being sent from inside the United States. The other one was being sent from China. So, both of them were taking... It was like 2 weeks since I got those messages, and neither of them arrived yet. So, I started playing a fun game called What's Gonna Get Here First? The figurine from China or the W2 from across the street? The W2 did end up winning, but only by 2 days. I just thought that was so fucking funny. It's like, this figurine had to go through customs multiple times, get on a plane, fly all the way across to the other side of the planet, go through more customs, get delivered to like 3 additional buildings, and then finally make it to my apartment. And the W2 just had to like be mailed, and it almost did not get here first. I thought that was so funny. And Squishy didn't get a new move. Awesome. Oh, I will take Bubble Beam at this point. Seriously, just give me some kind of water move so I can have a fighting chance against the gym. Rocky! You need to stop. You're gonna hurt yourself again. Also, I'm pretty sure you have nearly broken your collar, because that thing is super stretched out. I don't know why you're always getting your legs stuck in it. What are you looking at? Oh look, more middle fingers. I really should just be starting these fights with poison gas. Not really doing a lot of damage, so because I have all the worst fucking moves. So starting with poison gas to do additional chip damage is very helpful. I really should be utilizing that. Rocky! You cut yourself again? Put in the bitch. Hey! Come here. Come here. Get over here. Come on. Stop just standing. Come here. You know, I'm just gonna pick you up. You need to stop. Hurt yourself again? No, but your neck is super red. Get down. Sit. 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 Butt down. Put your butt down. Sit. There you go. Are you kidding me? I looked... Fucker was sitting there for 6 years doing damage to him and nothing happened, and he hits once and dies. I know it's not going to do anything. Why did you jump down immediately? Well, at least Venog got to level 8. Move? Nope, no new move. Awesome. Oh. I keep pressing X to bring up the menu because that's what you do in Platinum. I'm pretty sure. I might be thinking of Dragon Quest also. I play a lot of games on these systems. They all blend together with the buttons. Oh, right. The thing I was talking about was me not making thumbnails for the videos because I didn't want to do 2D. I kind of figured that since this is Kirby themed, I already have a Kirby model. And it's already rigged and ready to go. Even if it is cursed, all I really need to do is, like, I just need to make... Of course it's normal. I just need to make, like, a 3D model of a Pokeball, and then I could literally just do a grass patch and call it a day. And then poof, I have thumbnail. So that one won't be too hard. Another one I was thinking of doing was just doing a Christmas tree, because over December, me and Will did 2 Ocarina of Time co-op randomizers. With like the Christmas stuff set up with it. And they've just been sitting on my computer without being uploaded. I have a lot of videos where it's just like, I record it, and then I just can't think of what I want to do for a thumbnail, and then I just stop recording it. Like, I started up a second run of Dragon Quest Nuzlocke with Zelda characters instead of My Hero characters, since I was like transitioning to the more Zelda stuff. I got like an hour into that run, I'm like, I do not have my character ready. I do not know what the fuck I want to do with this for the model. So I just didn't do anything. And I deleted those because they were just kind of sitting there. I'm like, it's been so long, I don't even know where the fuck I am. I'd rather just restart when I eventually do have the shit. And then I was doing like a Dark Souls run where I am basically doing what... That's not a water type move. Not even an attack? Cool. Where I was doing doing a Dark Souls run where basically I start Dark Souls 1 and go all the way through Elden Ring, and I keep my stats throughout all the games, but every game I get to a higher level of New Game Plus. So like Dark Souls 1 was just like starter run. Dark Souls 2 was New Game Plus 1, then 3 was 2, then Elden Ring was New Game Plus 3. But the catch was I was exclusively allowed to use the flagship knight armor for my armor, and then a claymore without any magical buffs or anything like that for my weapon. So it was a combination like gimmick run and challenge run. I got through the entirety of Dark Souls 1. Started going through Dark Souls 2, like just getting everything prepped. And then Will was just like, hey, do you want to do a Dark Souls 2 playthrough? Completely unrelated to me playing that shit, by the way, because I have, like, he didn't know I was playing that shit. I have it set up so that my friends can't see what games I'm playing. Because I always feel like if I hop into a game and I just want to like vibe by myself and my friends see me playing, they'll fucking try and hop in too. Which, I mean, it's not that I don't like playing with my friends, it's just sometimes I do just need to kind of vibe by myself and do something. Like, I usually hop into VC with my friends when I actually want to, like, hang out with them and shit when I'm playing a game. Even if, like, I don't invite them, I'll just hop into VC and anyone who wants to show up can. Oh my god. So completely randomly, he's just like, hey, you want to play Dark Souls 2? As I was getting Dark Souls 2 ready, but then, so it was, I was like, yeah, I can do that. And then he's like, let's do a randomizer for it. I'm like, oh god. So we did randomizer. We got like very close to the end. Didn't finish it, but it's set up for randomizer, and we're still trying to get it finished. And it's just so funny because I can't really go back to doing more of the challenge run until we finish our run, because I can't keep swapping back and forth between random and non-random, because it will fuck it up. It will fuck everything up. I mean, I guess it's not guaranteed to fuck everything up, but you know. What was another one I had? Oh yeah, me and Will did a Pokemon challenge run where we were essentially racing through Platinum to see who could get there first, because I watched like other people do something similar. We were doing it for actual rewards though, for the upcoming big project I have, like a big D&D thing. Basically, if he won, like if he beat me, it was open to everyone in my D&D group, but Will was the only one that had time. Basically, if he won, then the party would get to start with a monster egg and like get to raise that. Because it's still going based off the time way fucking back when like it was the first ever run of D&D I did before I really even knew what the fuck I was doing with DMing. So everything was just a fucking mess, and like my friends were kind of breaking the rules a lot, and it pissed me off, so I just nuked the run. It was all the way going back from that, because in that run, Zach, rules as written, managed to, I mean, not tame, but he managed to, like, do what would be necessary to, at the very least, start taming one, a Hydra. So I kept saying, like, hey, if you come back for the next run, you'll be able to start with a Hydra egg, because, like, you guys were breaking the rules a lot, but you did that completely by the book. And he just never had the time, so I'm like, yeah, I'll keep that. I'll bring it over for my other friends. We got really close to the end on that run. We finished all of the gyms, and we were at the Elite Four. The last challenge, like, there were certain checkpoints and challenges and shit, and they would have like punishments, like, oh, if you fail this, you have to, without using fly, run back to the first town before you can continue. The final challenge was catch a shiny by any means, and if you have already caught a shiny at that point in the game, you can skip that challenge. Will managed to catch a full odds shiny Metagross like 5 minutes before that challenge was relevant. So because we never finished that, and I'm pretty sure me and Will both deleted our saves because we just do that from time to time because we're fucking stupid. Since he got that full out shiny, and we were pretty much neck and neck otherwise, but I didn't get a shiny, so I would have been locked behind finding one. I gave him the win. So when we start the big new D&D project, he will be getting a monster egg. But I don't have that recording anymore for proof. Another thing I've really been wanting to do is do a Metroid Prime 2 randomizer. For the longest time, though, the reason I didn't is because whenever I looked at one of the portals, or like really anything with a staticky texture, it would fuck up, and the game would run at like 5 frames a second. I'm fairly confident I fixed that issue, so now it should run fine, at least somewhat. But I just have not gotten around to running that randomizer. So because a lot of that is just because like I'm like, okay, well, I want to wait until I get my guy, so that way I can just use that for the thumbnails and just, you know, enjoy that. Because one, I feel like I'll enjoy making 3D model thumbnails better than 2D stuff, because I'm really not that great at 2D stuff, but I'm pretty good at 3D. And two, because I just want to use my character. I really like the design of my character. It's usually pretty hard for me to come up with original designs, and I guess it's not completely original since it's based off of... I think I've offhandedly mentioned that the big D&D project is a Zelda D&D, like fully fucking balls deep into Zelda. And my guy is a Subrosian, because they were my favorite Zelda race that got used once and then just forgot about. So, I just... What the fuck was I saying? I don't know if I just have the world's shittest memory or if I'm tired beyond belief right now, but I'm not doing a good job speaking. I have to go tomorrow. I should probably... I'll level up Squishy one more time and then I'll go to bed. Well, that's not good. Give me a fucking water type move, please. When this thing finally hits me, I am just going to implode. Oh my god, you know, unless he spends his entire fucking moveset raising his special defense, or special attack, just to only have a physical attack. I'm just spamming him straight down. Fuck. His health is low enough. I just need to hit him one more time. Paralysis. Oh my god. Good. Are you... And I have to run all the way back because I'm low on health. I'm gonna be mad if I can get running shoes and I just didn't talk to the right person. Oh yeah, but I am not looking forward to going to work tomorrow. So I have been in kitchen where I work for the longest time. Like pretty much every single day I've worked for the past 3-4 months I've been in kitchen. And for the past month and a half, the dishwasher has been broken, so we've had to wash everything by hand. I have done the dishes there so many goddamn times that the skin on my fingers is starting to peel and crack because of how many times I've had to touch those fucking cleaning chemicals. So, I had 2 days off. Then I had a day where I worked, but I wasn't in kitchen. And then I had another 2 days off. So I'm like, oh my god, finally. 5 full days where I just don't have to go in kitchen. But then Vince, who I work with, he messaged me. He's like, hey, we need to move you into kitchen tomorrow. Because we don't want the other person there doing it because he's still kind of new and we're doing a really obnoxious fucking special right now that's impossible, so I have to go melt my hands some more. Pretty much as soon as I'm done recording this in 5 seconds. Well, I mean, not as soon as I'm done recording. I'm gonna go to sleep for 4 hours because insomnia, and then I'm gonna go melt my fingers off. So, yeah, that's gonna be fun. Can't wait.